By the time I was an adult, I was a staunch atheist. I had pretty much considered that a closed question. I wasn't even looking into it anymore. I had always thought about going into law. It was something that always interested me. I had thought I changed my mind and wanted to pursue acting instead. And I was in New York City working for various jobs and auditioning and really loving that. But I actually found myself missing sort of more intellectually rigorous work. And I was working with a lot of lawyers around me at the time, and long story short, they encouraged me to continue down that path. And so I chose Georgetown because I felt like it aligned with my values at that time, and it also was going to be a great way to enter into certain organizations I was interested in working for. But as life went on and I sort of was trying to live out what my values were at the time, and I felt like I couldn't explain certain things. I felt like my understanding of the world and human nature, according to my theories, wasn't really working out in real life, and I didn't know how to explain that. And then 2020 was just so crazy that it was just sort of, it became harder and harder to ignore that how I view the world didn't seem to make sense. I started to read the Bible on my own, and at some point I kind of learned through all of that going to church was a part of being a Christian. It wasn't optional. And so I started looking for a church in the area to attend, and I wanted to go to a church that was similar to the kinds of sort of really in-depth sermons that I was hearing online, and Capitol Hill Baptist Church came up as one of the options. And when I reached out to them, they very kindly said, you know, you can come to us, and here are a couple other churches in the area, but we're the only ones meeting in person. And I just remember it ended up being a very pivotal moment when I thought, you know, I'm watching enough online, I want to go in person. And they're the ones who explained the gospel to me. They're the ones who showed me what Christian community was. They're the ones who helped me understand as a Christian that it was a good thing that was happening to me. And they helped me learn to love God and love Christ and to be happy at what was happening. And it wasn't until I was interviewing at First Liberty that I found out that the reason why they were the only church meeting in person was because First Liberty had represented them and helped them keep the church open. I'm Tabitha Harrington, and I am first in the fight.